Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the St. Louis Cardinals taking on the Cleveland Guardians. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the Bruins to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about ready to roll. And on the hill, Gavin Williams. And for some reason, he's not quite as effective here in front of his home crowd, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and the fans are well aware of that. For him, he's got to just not press and go out there and say, hey, I'm just treating this like any start. Home, on the road, it doesn't matter. My job is to focus on that catcher's mitt, attack hitters, and just try to move through a ball game. So if he can find that kind of focus, doesn't matter where he's pitching because he has good enough stuff to go out there and win a ball game.
Lars Nootbaar, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Brennan raging back towards the wall. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
Everything came together for him. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Next to hit, Brendan Donovan. Ball one, no strikes. Nootbaar stands at second with no outs. This one in the air, center field. Brennan pulls that one down, and there's one away. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Wilson Contreras, the next to hit. Contreras with some nice production in his last game. 4 runs batted in. One out, the runner at second here in the third and final game of the series. Close but called a ball. And that's ball one.
Love seeing someone drive in a bunch of runs like he did, Boog. Doing that consistently lets your teammates know they can count on you to come through when the team needs it most.
Kicks and deals. Right through there, got it. And there's 2 down. Here's Nolan Gorman. 2 for 9 so far in the series.
Nolan Gorman.
Late swing, foul to the left. And a curve is down and in.
1-1.
Runner at second, 2 down. Chopper to second. And that one handled. Whips it to first on the run. Got him. Nice play. Back here in Cleveland. And for the Cardinals here this afternoon, it's Miles Michaelis. What do you have on him, Chris?
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4. But this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Stephen Kwan. And that drops in for a strike. Backed off the plate that time.
Ball 2.
Up the middle. Win. Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Jose Ramirez.
Talk about being able to dial up the velocity. That first baseman over there might need a little pad inside that first baseman's mitt.
Ball 1, no strikes. One out, bases empty. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Bo Naylor at the plate now. Fought off foul.
Ball. 1-1.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
This one chopped up the middle. Slings to first in time. Kyle Manzardo digs in for the Guardians.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
And that one is inside.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with. Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Swing and a miss. Pulled the string on the changeup. Back now at Progressive Field. Now it's the shortstop, Mason Wynn. Williams back to work. Williams measures 6 feet 6 inches. He features a four-seam fastball, a curve, a cutter, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Lifted in the air down the left side, and it drops in. And a good start to the inning.
That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff for the base hit. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Yohel Pozo stands in now and watches strike one. Pozo went off for 2 homers in his last game. Now 1-1. This one in the air. Manzardo. He's there. He's got it. And there's one away. So up next, Dominic Canzone. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly nothing at 2.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch.
There goes the runner. Pitch misses inside. Throw, save. The 1-2. Now this is in the air down the line. Jones on his way over. Tries to make the play, but it's foul.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
The 1-2 on the ground, right side. Arias over to first. So they get the out after a long battle at the plate. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's the catcher, Ivan Herrera. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Inside, just missed. No score here in the second. And another ball.
That's inside. Hey.
Hit in the air, center field. Makes the catch, and that is that. Here in Cleveland, and now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana.
Carlos Santana.
First pitch just misses.
I think it's very important to establish the inside part of the plate early. Sets the tone for the rest of the game.
And that's in for a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Tap to first. Contreras. He takes it on his own and quickly one away in the second. Now here's Nolan Jones. 0 for 6 in the series so far. Tap foul at the plate. And that misses. And it's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. This to center field. That one gets down for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Pretty good fastball location. Down and in on the corner, but that was just a nice job to handle it and hit it hard. Very tough spot to get the barrel to most of the time, though.
Fouled off left side. Runner on the go. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit. Back-to-back singles. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. Here's Brian Rocchio. 2 hits for him in yesterday's game. And that is out of play.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Win. Good feed. That's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. On to the 3rd inning. Here's the center fielder, Victor Scott. He's going to finish with a new career high in stolen bases, Chris. The wind of the pitch. Way outside, and that's ball 1. And that skips in the dirt.
No, that pitch not even close. A 2-0 count now. He can't be over aggressive. He's got to make sure that pitch is right on a tee for him.
Fastball for a strike. Can't glove it cleanly. still able to fire over, and they get it. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. Back to the top of the lineup, and up next for St. Louis, Lars Nootbaar. That one the other way. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Now batting.
So digging in, Brendan Donovan. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Sliced hard, but fouled down the left side. Tried to hold up on the 0-2. Now a look down to third. No swing. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Headed for the plate. And that's going to get into the corner. And it gets by him. And he'll reach second with one away.
Up next for the Cardinals, first baseman.
One out.
Wilson
Runner at
Contreras.
second. Contreras digs in now. Struck out looking his first time. Close one, doesn't get the call. 1-0. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Jones sizes this one up. Makes the catch up against the wall in foul territory.
Well, I think the wind ended up being a factor right there. It's whipping in from right field right now. So otherwise, I think that ball's out of here.
There's a swing and a drive. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Run comes in from second. It's 2-0.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. When you see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
Win at the plate now. That's ball one. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Outside low, 2-0. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. That one fouled off. 2-2. And ring him up, says Patrick Johnson. That's a strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the second baseman, Gabriel Arias.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swing and a base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball.
Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. The throw. Tag. And he's out. Next offering is downstairs.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hit in the air, left field. That gets down for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Now it's Jose Ramirez. Doubled his first time up.
Baseman, Jose
Right through there for a strike.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
You'll one. Just off the inside edge. Man at first, one away. Out towards right center field. Canzone hauls it in, 2 away. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Bo Naylor grounded out his first time. And he grounds one to the right side. Slings to first, and that is the inning. And we're back. Now it's the DH, Yohel Pozo.
Number 57.
All right, Singy, trivia time. Back when this ballpark opened, 1994, one future Hall of Famer hit the first triple in the park, and another hit the first homer by a Cleveland player. Think you know who they were?
Okay, I know that Ken Griffey Jr. hit the first triple here, but first homer for Cleveland. Give me a hint.
Switch hitter. That's all you're getting.
Oh, dude. Eddie Murray, no doubt.
Bam. Canzone batting with one down, takes a strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
0-2 is the count.
Now one missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And the next pitch is way outside. Swings and misses. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Now batting.
And now it's Ivan Herrera. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Right through there for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Down the right field line. That's a base hit.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Victor Scott the second.
So a man at first. Victor Scott next up for the Cardinals. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Next offering upstairs. Herrera off of first with 2 away. And it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Gets to it, on to first, in time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. Back here in Cleveland, bottom 4, and now the first baseman, Kyle Manzardo.
Kyle Manzardo.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
You know, these Guardians just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Just missed. That one misses. 3-1. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Cut on and missed. Curveball struck him out.
Now batting.
Next is the designated hitter, Carlos Santana. Grounded out his first time. That's in there, and that's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Ball one there. Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Hard hit, right side. He'll do it himself. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth. Now it's the right fielder, Nolan Jones. First pitch, and he just misses.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so it's a good take by him.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that one ripped to left, and foul ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. And that's in the dirt. And he walked him.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
2 outs, runner at first. Will Brennan now at the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Ball 1, no strike.
In the dirt. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Back now at Progressive Field. Here's the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. Williams back to work. You and I got a chance to broadcast the 2019 All-Star Game, and the city of Cleveland did such a great job. I felt like wherever you turned, there was some type of ad for the All-Star Game, a face of one of the players playing in the game. I thought the city overall supported the event really well. That one
ball,
not close, and the count is 1-2.
Yeah, and I think the players backed it up from the home run derby and the show that was put on between Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Pete Alonso, and others. It was off the charts. And then the game is always special. When you see the best in baseball, you remember how special this game is. And to be here at this ballpark, I think just is the icing on the cake.
Liner, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Up next for the Cardinals.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. 0 for 2 in this one. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
Contreras in his 10th season, 32 years old, and his last 10 games stand out. He's homered in 4 of them. That's in there, and it's 0-2.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And that one is lifted in the air. Jones moving back for this one. Makes the grab for the 2nd out. Nolan Gorman
Now
next up for the Cardinals.
Nolan Gorman.
That one ripped right center field. Going back onto the track, and he makes the catch. Here in Cleveland, bottom of the inning. So in now for Cleveland, Brian
Rocchio.
Out to center. Scott under this one. 1 away. So up next, Gabriel Arias.
Now
and he's already singled in this game.
Arias.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Line drive caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Kwan in the box again, takes a strike. Swing and a ball lined out towards center, and that'll do it.
Now pitching.
So Cleveland brings on a new reliever, Trevor Stephan.
Number 37.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And now
Leading
Mason
off for the
Wynn,
Cardinals,
1 for 2.
Mason Wynn.
Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Tosses to first, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Number 57.
Pozo, the next to hit, takes outside. Swing and a pop-up foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Fly ball to right. Jones hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the right fielder, Dominic Canzone. And that's off the outside edge. And that is ball 1. And another ball.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. Fastball for a strike. Two outs. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And the batter now, Ivan Herrera. Up the middle. Oh, great stop from his backside to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Victor Scott next up for the Cardinals.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Fastball for a strike at 95.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a foul out of play. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that'll fall for a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw in, safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. And they lead by 3. So the lineup flips over. Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. And that one is inside ball 1.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
The 1-0.
Nope, that's off the plate.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
3-0.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 1. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Brennan makes the grab on the run. Bottom of the sixth, and now it's switch hitting third baseman Jose Ramirez.
Jose Ramirez.
Foul ball there.
You know, these Guardians, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've been lining the ball all over the ballpark, and unfortunately, sometimes it's right into a glove. But still, they've hit 9 line drives so far. That's something they should feel very good about.
Scott settles under it and makes the
Now
catch.
batting,
And there's one
catcher,
down.
Bo
Now the catcher up to
Naylor.
hit, Bo Naylor. That one catches the zone, 0-1.
Speaking of those line drives, you can't get too discouraged when they don't drop in for you. It's important to
That's a
remember
ball.
that you pretty much did everything right, and that's just baseball sometimes.
That catches the top part of the zone, and it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Outside.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Now batting.
Now at
first
the plate,
baseman,
Kyle Mansardo, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of
Mansardo.
strikeouts. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers.
That's a
Seeing the
ball.
offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Next
That's
pitch
outside.
misses outside. The count now 2-2.
We got full count.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning.
Now pitching
Tim
for the
Herron
Guardians.
on to pitch here.
Bringing in the
Number
lefty with the
29.
left-handed hitter coming up to hit.
Tim
Classic bullpen move right here, so
Herron.
we'll see how it works out.
Now up for St.
Leading off
Louis,
for St.
Brendan
Louis,
Donovan.
Second baseman, Brendan Donovan.
And that
Oh, that's
is
low.
downstairs. Ball 1.
You know, these Cardinals, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat. And that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
Line drive to short and caught. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate.
Nice swing and good solid contact. That ball was smoked, but needed a little more lift to get into the outfield gap. Maybe a little more backspin.
And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Outside with a
that's
breaking
ball.
ball. Next offering misses. Ball 2. And that
3 balls,
skips in the
1
dirt.
strike.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Ramirez tosses across to first, and 2 away to start the 7th.
Now batting.
2
third
down, base is
baseman,
empty.
Nolan Gorman.
Now Nolan Gorman. Clips the corner, strike 1.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
That's a ball.
Cut out and miss, struck him out. St. Louis goes down in order. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the Guardians DH, Carlos Santana. late on that fastball.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
Nootbaar makes the grab, one down. And up next for Cleveland, Nolan Jones.
You can tell by their swings, this lineup is having trouble gauging speeds. Timing is everything in hitting, and right now they just don't have it.
And the slider just misses. And another ball. Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Fouled off. He was late. This one lifted in the air, left field. 2 down. And now the center fielder, Will Brennan.
Will Brennan.
Line drive. He dives, but he can't make the catch. The throw into second, and he's out.
Yeah, you're out.
Cut down, and that ends the inning. Cade Smith comes on now.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
Cade Smith.
Mason Wynn getting ready to hit. 1 for 3. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Smith, 25 years old, and he was born in Canada. And 2 now as he swings through it.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
That's out to center field. Makes the grab, 1 away. Yohel Pozo next up for the Cardinals. 0 for 3 in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that's a base hit.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
And now Dominic Canzone. Pozo over at first with 1 away. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss.
0-2.
Throw, and they got him. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Ryan Fernandez.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Brian Rocchio.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. That's off the mark, and now 2-0. And another ball.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. Now stepping up for the Guardians, Gabriel Arias. On the ground right side, and it goes just foul. And that drops in for a strike. The Guardians trailing by 3 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. Good eye right there. That missed by a lot. And now it's 3-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
That was the emergency hack right there.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. And now it's going to be Stephen Kwan. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. The 1-0. And that's down and away.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely. If he's doing damage now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner.
So they bring on their closer in the 8th, Andre Palante.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
So in now for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
That one misses. 2 balls, no strikes. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. And that's in there at the knees.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1's the count.
And that one clips the corner.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. The tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Joey Cantillo.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Ivan Herrera digs in now.
Catcher Ivan Herrera.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. The other way, and that's a fair ball.
Clearly seeing the ball
Now
very
batting,
well in
the
this one.
center
Showed a
fielder,
willingness to
Victor
drive that
Strauss
pitch
II.
the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Scott stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. And it's even up.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And there's one down. Now the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar.
Lars Nootbaar.
First pitch misses. Fastball is outside.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Just off the outside edge. And that's ball 3. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
2 on, 1 out. Now the number 2 hitter, Brendan Donovan. That one pushed foul. 1 out. Runners at first and second. And that's off the inside edge. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So first and second with 2 outs. Wilson Contreras, the next to hit. 0 for 4, a couple of flyouts. He's also grounded out and struck out. First pitch swinging.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that will drop foul. 2 outs. And there's a ball.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Laced down the line, could be extra bases. Coming home. 1 run is in. Nootbaar around third. There's the tag. They get him, and that's the inning. And we're back. Bottom 9. Now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Kyle Manzardo. First offering, and it just misses. And another ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
And a base hit right there. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. And he's into second with nobody out. Runner in scoring position. No outs. Next is the DH. A switch hitter, Carlos Santana. Off the mark there. Ball 1. There's a strike. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout. Nolan Jones digs in for the Guardians.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Up and in, and that's ball one.
Counts 1-0.
One out and a runner at second here in the last half of inning number 9. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. That one felt good. His 11th of the year. It's 4-2. Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. And up next for Cleveland, Will Brennan. That misses, and it's 1-0.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
Next offering is down low. Swing and a ground ball, and that one finds its way through. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Now batting, shortstop.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Brian Rocchio. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. That one catches the corner for a strike. Tying run at the plate. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have.
New arm on the mound for the Cardinals, Gabe Spire.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
Thomas.
And that one fouled off. Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the 9th. Double play ball to second. There's one. Got him. Double play just when they needed it most. What a finish.
Way to make a pitch right there. Get that ball on the ground. Defense picking them up. Huge double play to end this ball game.
And your final 4-2. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.